morning, it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards. This is an adorable card we're making today. Let me tell you what we're using and why this thing, every time I turn around it's in a different spot. There. Okay, I think that's adjusted right now. Let me tell you what we're going to be using on this card. We're going to use the honeybee, the detailed bee dies. I'm going to use beautiful bouquet and and the beautiful bouquet dies. And then we're going to use the Stitch So Sweetly framelits. I used the second from the smallest of that. And this is the rectangle stitch framelits. I used the third from the largest on this one. I used this is called, I have it written down here, Pinewood Planks. I'm going to use that. And then this embossing folder called Coastal Weave. This is in the mini catalog. And anyway, and I think for the inside, on the inside of the card, we're using So Sentimental. So those are all the products we're using. Oh, looks like my bow came off. I might have to put another sticky dot on there. Didn't stick very well. Okay. We're also using one other thing that I want to show you. This for the grass. This is from the coordination product release. I'll tell you about these really quick before we start on the card. This set of dies coordinates with someone special. So this is in the mini catalog, and this is one of the new sets of dies that you can purchase. If you're a demonstrator, you can start purchasing now. If you're a customer, you can start purchasing February 4th. Then the Happy Birthday has a set of dies. This is a free stamp set during celebration. This is a purchase of the dies. Then Sending You Thoughts. This Sending You Thoughts. This is the Sending Flowers set of dies. This is in the celebration. It's a celebration stamp set. Then Positive Thoughts is in the mini catalog. It's got a set of dies that you can purchase. And then one more, which is my favorite, the Ladybug. That's a hostess or a host stamp set that you can earn with a $300 party. You can now purchase dies to go with it. So those are the things that I wanted to make sure that you saw. And then there's one more item, is this paper. This is also going to be available to customers on February 4th and to demonstrators on right now. So if you are interested in signing up as a demonstrator, go to my website and you can sign up there. There'll be a link If you push the down arrow, there will be a link that will take you directly to my website, or a link to joining Stampin' Up with me. So this is the umbrella, and I wanted to show you, I don't have this particular set yet, but it's on page 42, and there's a punch that'll punch these out. And if you cut this at an angle, you should be able to punch these pretty easily. So that's that one. And on the other side is raindrops. Then there's the hearts, and you can use the heart punches on this. Just punch them out. If you want it with a scalloped edge, you just use the scallop punch, and if you just want it plain, use that one. And on the reverse side of that is just a checks, gingham. I guess that's what you kind of call it. Anyway, so that's that one. And then there's this one, which is the small balloon punch, which is a free item with a $100 purchase, and they'll punch out the flowers. On the reverse is this beautiful stripe. And then there's the tulips, and the tulip punch will work on that. So you can punch out the tulips. And on the reverse side is green. So once you punch the tulip out, if you want to use the, when it punches this out, you can just turn it over and use the green side for the leaf. So those things are available now for demonstrators and for customers starting February 4th. So if you want it right away, and it's while supplies last. So if you want it right away, you can sign up as a demonstrator and put those things as part of your starter kit. So your starter kit is $99. You get $125 worth of product. You get this cute cutter, mini cutter, and you get a stamp set of your choice from the mini catalog or the annual catalog, not out of here because these are free already. And then you get this packet of paper that's just a sampling of some of the paper, and there's 48 6x6 sheets. So now that I've explained all that to you, let's make this card. I stamped the envelope with the bee right here. I use this little bee, and I stamped him with memento, and then colored the stripes. I kind of wanted them a dark. I don't have, this is crushed curry, and I wanted to get that close to crushed curry, but it's not exact. So the first thing I did was colored it with dark saffron, and then I colored it with, over the top of it, with dark Daffodil Delight to get the color I wanted. And then I used Wink of Stella to make him shiny, and I did that with all of these, and I have one that I'll color and show you what I did. So set that aside there. I stamped the beehive on white, Whisper White cardstock with crushed curry. And let me tell you the sizes of these. This piece is for the inside, and it's 4 7/8 by 3 5/8, and then I used the third from the largest stitched framelit to cut the center out. You don't have to do that. I just like to make the cards lightweight. And I took this one. Now you probably could cut it out of this, but I wanted the outside edge, so that's why I didn't. So I cut the center out of this. You don't have to do that. This piece is 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. The base is basic black, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to glue this piece on first, just to make life a little easier. And as we go along, I'll tell you the sizes of everything else. If you have any question on sizes, if I missed something, don't hesitate to leave me a comment. Email me. I have an email right there. You're more than welcome to email me with any of your questions. If you have questions about how to sign up as a demonstrator under me, feel free to email me and I'll get right back to you. So I glued that on there. This is for the inside. And what I did for this, I wanted it to be framed like this. So I put a real thin line of glue around the edge of my white, and this piece of white is 4 3/4 by 3.5, so it fits just inside my little frame. So I wanted that stitching to show, and that's why I did it this way. So just put it kind of along the edge as close as you can get it. And then put your little frame on top of it. And you can kind of adjust it after you get it on there. I kind of just looked at the back to make sure I was even. It's like so. And once you've got that on there, then you can glue it to the inside. Try to make my cards fairly simple. This one might be a little more complicated because of all the flowers on the front, but I'll tell you how I made those as we go along. Okay. The inside's done, all except for Wink of Stella on my honeybee. I'll do that last. Okay, set this aside. Now we're going to work on the inside. Or the outside. Excuse me. I cut this bit of grass using this set of framelits. There's grass right here. And I used that to cut this. So what I'm going to do, I've got all my little pieces in here. Got my little beehive. This is for the sentiment. And this sentiment is, let's see, 1 7/8 by 7/8. And I stamp Thinking of You, which comes off of here, right here. Thinking of You, friend. So we'll go ahead and glue that on here. Right in the center. Okay. Then I took a piece of, let's see, I get a drink. This is soft suede. And this is the piece that I embossed with the pine wood planks. And what I did with this is I put a little bit of glue on the edge of the bottom of the beehive. Just like that. And then I just attached it right here. Because I wanted it to look like it was up on a board. Okay? It's like that. see if I can get it straight. Okay. And then I took my bee and I glued her to the front. Now you can do this after, but because I'm going to pop this up with glue dot or Stampin' Dimensionals, I wanted to make sure the bee was on there securely. Managed to get glue all over me again. Okay, then I took my pieces, and this is my stems that I cut with the bunch of bouquet framelits. I use this die right here. And I think the first thing that I'm going to do, I want to arrange this kind of where I want stuff so I know where to put this. So we're going to put this on there, and after we put it on there, just little dabs of glue work. You don't need very much, because we're going to put flowers on the ends of the stems, which will hold this down. I think I cut a few of the stems off, so let me look at which ones I cut off, because I didn't need them all. It was too much. I cut this one and this one, and looks like the only ones I cut off. Okay, then I set this on there right about there. So I want to be able to put those flowers on there. Okay. And then I took my dimensionals, and I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this. I definitely don't want this guy to sag anywhere. I think I put one in the center. Right there. Okay, so we're going to put him here, and then I took got my bees. I put dimensionals on the back of those bees. Got my twine, and it came from, this is a free item, Metallic Baker's Twine and Sequins, which we're going to use on this card. I used that. This is Old Olive, Whisper White, and Crushed Curry. Okay, then I have my flowers. I stamped these flowers using the Beautiful Bouquet, and it was this flower right here, and then I die cut them out with this die right here. Okay, and they're just were Whisper White. Some of them I put mini glue dots on, or mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and some of them I put glue dots. And then I've already got my sequins there and there, so I won't lose them. So what I did was I started arranging the flowers. And the colors I used, this is Crushed Curry. This is Highland Heather. And I did 2 of each color. This one is Melon Mambo, and I stamped off because it was too dark. So I stamped off and then stamped on the Whisper White. This is Balmy Blue. Wait, let's put this one on first. This is Rococo Rose. I'll put that one there. And make sure I put the ones that are, let's see, this one goes here. Now you can arrange these however you want. This is just how I did it. So I have 2 of each color. 2 Rococo Rose, 2 Highland Heather, 2 Balmy Blue, 2 Crushed Curry, and 2 Melon Mambo that were stamped off. I thought this was really cute. Okay, and then we'll attach the beehive. The piece of Whisper White for this was probably I guess I didn't write. Oh, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So it was about 2 1/4 square. And I put it right at the edge here because we're going to put grass. Just like that. And then I trimmed these off at the edge, like so. And then we can glue this on in the corner there. Just like so. Then I took my grass and I cut this one off. Just so it slides right underneath that brown, and then we're going to put this piece right here, just like so. I thought this just added a cute touch to have something besides nothing at the bottom of this card. Something besides nothing. This, I don't know if I said it, the old olive is, or this grass and the stems are old olive. So just put that right there on the edge. And I embossed it with the Coastal Weave embossing folder that's in the mini catalog. This piece goes right there. Okay, and then this piece goes on the end. And the other thing I did, and you can see in here, but I'm not going to do it on camera because it, my fingers don't work very well. But I put sequins, and I have them all already in here. They're tiny. I put sequins in the center of all the flowers. Okay, and I put my bees right here on the card. Just like so. So it looks like they're going after the nectar in the flowers, and we can glue this on to the front. And this piece is 5 1/4 by 4. Just like so. And then we have this for here, but it's too long. here. I'm going to attach that with a glue dot, and that's your card. I will, like I said, I'm going to put the sequins on after, and then Wink of Stella will go on all the little bees to make them shiny, just like so. So we'll be doing that, and then the envelope, to color the bee on the envelope so that you don't, oh, I put a glue dot on there already. I guess we can attach that right there, so that you don't go through your envelope. Put a piece of cardstock or something so that you can color your bee without it going through to the other side of the envelope. It's like so. Just kind of adds another touch to your card. It's like so. And then I put Wink of Stella on it also. So I hope you have a blessed day. Enjoy stamping. And be sure to go to my website if you're interested in joining my team. We're starting to have some workshops. We have a workshop every month. If you live in our area, which is, I live in Oregon, so if you're close to the Florence area in Oregon, you can join our workshops. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video, excuse me, and comment, please. Tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.